Today we're going to discover the Balat region. It's an old historical place in Istanbul. And next to me you can see someone's grave who died while the Ottomans were trying to conquer Istanbul. Balat, you can see lots of street art, like the one you see behind me. This one is especially famous because of its showing two famous Turkish TV actor and actresses. This is a quote from one of the most famous Turkish movies, and the name in Turkish is Sadi Boylum Alyazmalım, which means my long one. Well, that one I will be able to say, but this quote says, "What was love?"
Kaptanım şu yandan gel kaptanım.
Zencefil.
Yok.
Tamam.
This is salep.
And salep is?
Some sort of warm tea that's topped with cinnamon.
It's kind of like a milk tea.
Milk tea with, oh, yeah. Now we are at the Gate Mosque and we are enjoying our salep, which is made from orchids. This mosque was a Byzantine church before, and then once Constantinople was taken by the Ottomans, this has been turned into a mosque.
And so she called it Gul Jami, that means rose mosque.
Yeah.
These big trees that we keep seeing, that's because they put them up as memorials in a way. And then they protected them, and they're there. I just took her picture, but now you're live. Tell us, what does this poem say?
This one says, "You're my life. This is what I would like you to know, and I would like you to know this as the first thing to know."
Very nice poem.
So clearly, tourism really picked up here. I've never seen this place this crowded.
So, I've been here multiple times over the years, and it has definitely changed drastically. But I mean, I think I knew that it would occur. I didn't know that it would occur this quickly, just because you could see where the main parts of Istanbul were and the touristy parts, and you kind of knew that that would spread and bleed out, and investment money would come in. And for example, you can see a building is being torn down to the right. You can see a building is redone, and I'm seeing for sale signs for a lot of buildings. But I actually see it as a positive. I'm not
Whereas
gonna.
I see it's a bit more like gentrification.
Yeah. Definitely transformation occurring, and very interesting and fascinating.
Yeah.
So, you can kind of tell it's like a normal residential place by the hanging laundry. And
This is from the same movie that I was talking about earlier, one of the greatest Turkish movies. study in the school.
That was originally a Greek school during the Ottoman time. So what I was hoping to capture here, and I really haven't, so I'm just going to say it. During the Ottoman period, this was a section of the city where Romans, which the Ottomans called Greeks, lived here. There's a little bit of truth to that. As well as this was the Jewish quarters, and the Jewish people lived here. So they actually, most of them came from, or I should say some of them came from Spain, because when France was under the control of the Catholics, the Muslims and the Jewish people were both kicked out of there. So right here we can kind of see like the two faces of the place. We can see like the old part, and then we can see the modern, more brightly colored parts down there. And an interesting thing about Istanbul right now is that it's definitely becoming a lot more diverse as foreigners are coming, whether it be like people like me, Americans, or Syrians. But you know what, this has always been a city with a eclectic mix of foreigners. One, because it wasn't even originally a Ottoman or Turkish or Islamic location, so of course people remained here. So there you can see like the buildings are somewhat colorful, and so some tourists were coming here and taking pictures of those colorful buildings. So what they did is they actually made the buildings even more colorful, and part of me thinks that this is a reflection of living in the digital age. I'm not being so cynical, it just is what it is. You see a lot of this around the city, these gated windows. And alright, Tugce, what are you afraid of?
That the parents might not like her taking photos and videos of their kids.
Alright, what's the other thing you were thinking?
I'm afraid though, like with the people coming in here with money, the poorer people who are the original residents will have to move out, and it might not be a good thing for them.
And all around Istanbul you can find these cats. And if you want to watch an excellent documentary, it's called Kitty.
That's the tower of the Greek school, which reminds me of Harry Potter. You know?
So as you can see, the Bosphorus is there. Vanel is going to move a school into here. So I think it's a natural place to actually be developed. The geographical location is perfect, actually.
Ooh, what a steep hill that is.
So the Ottomans took control of the city in 1453, and they actually started building this school in 1454, which was a year later. And it's a Greek school, and a lot of the money for the school came from a Greek shipbuilder. And these bricks, or brownstones if you will, came from France. And there you can see Greek lettering. And Mehmed II guaranteed protection.
Just now.
What's that?
That wall with the marble covered is the old city wall.
From when?
Quite old. I just saw it on the map.
Well, because there was a city wall in Constantinople, but then the Ottoman Empire also built a city wall.
I think this is not the one built by the Ottomans.
All around Turkey you can see Christian memorabilia and souvenirs to buy, and a lot of Christian tourists come here.
We're now at the Orthodox Church, and as you can see there is a double-headed eagle where you can see lots of examples in Rome as well.
Alright, let's go check out this church.
It's a nice church.
Oh, I can smell that Christian church smell of burning candles. See a knight in shining armor. So this is some ancient Greek architecture here, and it has been used over and over again in a lot of different places throughout a lot of different periods of times, including the Romans. This design's built into the White House.
So this summarizes and finishes up our day. It was a very colorful, bright day, so it was nice to be here on these colorful buildings. And apparently lots of people had the same idea as we did. Thanks for watching.